Continuing on, this is Proverbs 3, verses 27 through 35. This talks about treating others fairly. I mean, we already know we need to treat people fairly. We need to treat people the way we want to be treated. That's something we've been told our whole lives. That's something that we constantly hear in schools, in sports, whatever it may be, at home by your parents. You always want to treat others fairly. And this is just what Proverbs verses 27 through 35 are talking about in chapter 3, just about treating others fairly. Because when we treat others fairly, that's when we can, just become more blessed, and we can receive things, from God, but when you're not treating others fairly, and when you're doing things that are ugly and mean to other people, God, he can't bless you in that way. So children, kids, young kids out there, older kids out there, always be respectful, always be loving, always be caring, and just treat others fairly, treat others the way you want to be treated. But the word says, when it is in your power, don't withhold good from the one to whom it belongs. Don't say to your neighbor, go away, come back later. I'll give it tomorrow. When it is there with you, don't plan any harm against your neighbor, for he trusts you and lives near you. Don't accuse anyone without cause when he has done you no harm. Don't envy a violent man or choose any of his ways, for the devious are detestable to the Lord, but he is a friend to the upright. The Lord's curse is on the household of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the righteous. He mocks those who mock, but gives grace to the humble. The wise will inherit honor, but he holds up fools to dishonor. When I read those verses, when I hear, him saying, don't say to your neighbor, go away, come back later. I think God is trying to tell us, especially to my younger kids, God is trying to show us and tell us, don't turn your back away to someone in need. If you see a brother who needs help, and this is to anybody out there, if you see somebody in need, if you see somebody that needs help, try to help them if you can. Now, if you're in a situation where you don't have it, sometimes, that's okay. We don't always have, everything we need to help others. But if you have it, do so. Try to be helpful. It says another one that, don't accuse anyone without cause when he has done no harm to you. I just think God is trying to tell us not to be so judgmental towards others. Don't try to accuse somebody of doing something or judge them just based on something. Don't judge them based on how they look or where they come from or what they do for a living. Don't try to accuse anybody of anything without trying to get to know them. Love them for who they are. Love them how God loves them. And that's what I think he's trying to say in these scriptures and words.